What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's happening? It's Shopless in the building. Come on in here. Come on in here. Let's see if TikTok is going to let some people in here. Because, you know, TikTok be trying to stop the flow. TikTok be trying to stop the flow up in here. Right now, we Shopless. MahMah Tea is taking a nap. We've been traveling all day. Oh, my God. I've been on the road for the past 2-3 days, and I'm tired. But I went down and got me a little something to eat. And I said, let me go live with the people because I got some downloads that I'm getting. And I wanted to share with the folks. So come on in. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Late Night Live with Shopless. I don't even know what time it is where y'all at. Right now, it is 9:44 my time. Shout out to the 4-4. Shout out to the 944. Let's get into the esoterics of the 944. 9 represent with the Mars, the 44W Uranus energy. We could talk about 9 meaning completion, 4 meaning stability, 4-4 break it down with the 8 meaning the rings of Saturn, honey. We talking karmic energy. We talking foundation. You feel me? I want to talk a little astrology tonight. I want to talk a little serious energy. I'm also going to tell you, those of you who have gotten readings for me, shout out to the 111 in the building. Shout out, Shady Bay. Listen, I'm about to really revamp how I do readings. Now, I've done hundreds of readings since I got started doing astrology all over again. And shout out to everybody who got a consultation with me. I really hope I put you on your path and help you get aligned on your purpose. That's what it's all about. But I'm about to ramp it up. I just want y'all to know I'm about to ramp up my readings a little bit. I'm about to ramp up my style. I'm about to do things that most people don't like. They don't think it can be done. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to merge systems. I'm going to be merging 3 different systems with my readings. And this is in the beta phase. This is in the beta phase. I'm thinking about creating a different service for you guys who may want to get a consultation with me and test out this reading. It's going to be more in-depth, esoteric-wise, right? Real spirit. It's going to be more spiritual. A lot of readings, you know, a lot of people that I talk to, they're not familiar with astrology, right? So I give them a lot of mundane information and things that they can grasp in a way. But now I'm about to do a little deep dive with this thing. You know, I'm really, really trying to crack the code. Shout out to sister I Am God Frequency. We talk every now and then. We text back and forth a lot. And there's a lot of talk about Ophiuchus, right? The 13th sign. And I'm still trying to figure out a way how to incorporate this into astrology because I'm trying to figure out what role that plays in our destiny, right? And a lot of folks are asking, am I going to start teaching astrology and things like that? I don't know if that's my calling to teach astrology. I really don't know because I'm real different how I do things. I'm very unorthodox. I'm not traditional. I like going against the grain. And I'm very intuitive how I do it. And I can't help but be incredibly intuitive the way my planets is lined up. You feel me? So I have a different style and approach. Now, I would rather create like a club. You see me? Like a club, a metaphysical, astrological club that we can really do some deep diving in. Also, as well as work with finances with astrology. My North Node in the West is in Taurus. So it is imperative that I build some kind of wealth, some kind of sustainability this lifetime. Not necessarily chase material things, but build things of substance. You know what I'm talking about? Taurus is a very fertile sign. It's about fertility. It's about growth. It's about sustainability. Taurus is one of the master builders in the zodiac sign. So those who have energy dealing with the Taurian energy, you are really here to become a builder, right? Don't have no double numbers in your chart. Like on the West, my sun is 22 degrees. So I'm going to have to be some kind of master, teacher, builder of some sort in this lifetime. So I merge numerology with astrology as well. And I'm really trying to get into the esoterics with it. Like, this thing is deep. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm a deep diver. So I want to go deep with astrology and I want to tap in. And so now my services is really going to start to unpack who we are on a spiritual level. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? So how y'all doing today? What's happening, Fit? Yo, what y'all got? You know, the sun, as the sun crosses and gets closer to the 4th of July, we going to start pulling on that star system Sirius, y'all. You know, we going to start. So those of you who have anything in Cancer, the sun, zodiac sign Cancer in the West, 13 degrees, between 10 and 15 degrees, you got anything in there, you're going to be pulling that star system Sirius is going to start knocking on your door. All right. So we could talk about what that can mean by different planetary energies. Now, a lot of my followers, y'all don't know, y'all have no idea about astrology, right? Y'all be like, I don't know. When I get my people who come for consultations, they like, so first question I ask, do you know anything about astrology? And they go, nope. All of what you be saying on your lives. And I'm like, I really want us to get a little bit more abreast in that. And I know it's been taboo. Many of us come out to church, right? Many of us is under that spell, and we're terrorized. We're terrorized of it. Like, we don't want to fuck with it, right? But there's a reason. There's a reason for that, and the reason is to keep you deaf, dumb, and blind from understanding how to read the stars. Now, I know a lot of y'all gonna say the stars ain't real. Everything is fake. This and that and the other, and I find too much truth in these alignments for this thing to be fake. Okay? That is why I'm still married. Who you married to, boo? She said that's why I'm still married. Who you married to, baby? But like, so this is I'm embarking upon a journey. I'm taking a couple of weeks off. I need to close next week because there's a lot of things. I'm transitioning. I'm in transition mode. You know, I'm going to give you a little something. The month of your birthday, right? Or let's say whatever your birthday season, whatever sign you're in, when you start getting into the month before your birthday, like 30 days before your birthday, it's really a time for you to reflect. Right? Because basically where the sun will be transiting is in your 12th house, right? The sun is in the 12th house is known as the house of the unknown, or the house of the subconscious mind, or the house of the soul, right? The house of mysteries. So, also, kind of like depending upon where your ascendant is, though, but that's all mathematical. You know, we could break that down. But normally, the month before your birthday is really a time for you to really go into your subconscious mind and really reflecting over the past 11 months or 12 months and making the adjustments needed for you to progress on to the next 12 months ahead. See, we're not on our right channels or right paths, right? We're on someone else's time, someone else's timeline, punching clocks and shit, all of this matrix type of thing. And we don't have no consciousness or connection to our own divine timeline. So it is imperative for us to understand that, right? Know thyself, know who you are, and know your timeline. You hear all talk, timelines are splitting, the man shit, woo, woo, woo. We are bombarded with all kind of shit, right? None of that shit don't even matter. What really matters is you really learning yourself and who you are and what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to be navigating right here, right now. Why you really came back here and how you supposed to be navigating. So I just wanted to really tap into that, right? And this is what I'm really going to be doing with my next consultations. This is the next level for me. So this is what I've been reflecting on. Like, okay, I really want to help y'all. I want to help myself too. Shit. I want to help us because there's a lot we're being hit with, right? And we're all looking at this thing. We're all looking like let's just put it out there. Is the sun real, right? The sun fake. The politics shit. The wars, rumors of wars. All of this stuff, right? It's happening at once, right? But what will any of that matter if you don't know who you are? Like, what would it matter? What if this whole thing is a test? I had this crazy download the other day because the sun was hidden out where I was for like 10 days. It was raining every day, storming, all kind of shit. And I was like, and so I spoke to one of the locals because I thought it was their season. It was rainy season. And they were like, no, we don't know what's going on. I'm like, what? They're like, this doesn't happen until September. It's summertime. It's supposed to get blazing. It's supposed to be hot right now. Sun's supposed to be out every day. This storm, this rain, and it was flood. They have floods. They were perplexed. And I was like, they are really unleashing all kind of shit right now because we must be at that edge. You know what I'm talking about? We must be at the precipice of the shit, right? We must be at the threshold. We gotta be, right? Because why else would they be going ballistic the way that they're going? They're going ballistic out here, right? So everyone has how can I say? Everybody got, what they think it is, right? But what really matters is why you here and what are you supposed to be doing during all of this, right? This is what we need to awaken to. Like, what is our real purpose for right here, right now? Because I'm thinking a lot of shit. Like, I'm thinking things like this, like, when they say we're under judgment, right? We're all under judgment, right? That has some kind of significance to it because what if everyone who always existed from the beginning of time is alive right now? Like, think about that shit. What if they got a clock of the people that's being born and shit, like 9 billion people on the planet, probably more people what if these 9 billion people on the planet are the total sum of all the people who's always been on the planet? This the type of shit that be running around in my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if we are all, sister girl, I'm gonna keep bringing her up. You haven't followed I Am God Frequency, follow that sister. Because she knocked me over the head with something. I did a duet with her. MahMah Tea did a duet with her when she's talking about, I think it's called the CESQV, and how the Vatican down in the catacomb, they might block my shit now. Gotta watch how I say shit. I hate this shit. I'm gonna have this fan base something. I'm gonna do something different where I can speak freely. In their catacombs, they got all the records of everybody's lifetime. Like, sit on that. They got miles and miles of records underneath the catacomb, right? Miles and miles of this shit of everyone's incarnation. Fuck you holding on. What you, like... Like, sit on that for like just 30 seconds. Just like sit on that. And now here we are, right? Here we are, here and now. The most conscious human beings probably have been in the past, shit, I don't know, 1,000 years. Like, think about this shit. Human beings on the planet right now are probably the most conscious that they've been in at least 1,000 years, right? Like snapping out of this religion thing, snapping out of the whole shit, colorism thing, snapping out the matrix. Like, human beings are snapping out this shit, like in record numbers. And it makes me wonder, like, yo, we must be the ones underneath. We the record. We are the records. These souls, this soul, because you incarnate. Talk about when you go to the moon, right? And the moon is a recycling agent or some shit, right? And you. Like, you listen to some of this shit, it sound wild, but when you like start to piece it together, you begin to tap into your truth. The Makashic records, facts, cosmic. You know what I'm talking about? Like shit like that. Like, these conversations need to be had. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on some other shit. Like, it just seems like all of this muck, right, is muck, is mud. Well, we got to come out this mud. Like when they talk about the dry bones. Like, think about this shit. Like 2020, starting 2020. Like, why then? Why 2020? Like, they shut this thing down. They tried to reverse time. They tried to do whatever it is they was trying to do. I honestly feel that the shit backfired. That's my opinion. I think they thought they had this shit going. I know they got a timeline. They trying to do this shit within 10 years or whatever. And they keep ramping up. But it's like there's monkey wrenches all over this piece. We like the ultimate monkey wrench. And it just makes you wonder. And we still here though. Like, think about it. Think about the bombarding of what they're putting in the air, in the food, in the water, in the thing, right? But guess what? Like, we still here. And these babies are still coming. So who really running scared right now? I gotta take a swig of this water. I've been screwing this cap on and off because my mind is like, my sun is in the sun where the sun is in the sky is entering into my 12th house of the subconscious mind. So when the sun enters into a house of the subconscious mind, what does the sun do? It shines light, right? So now the subconscious mind is activated. So this goes for everyone. When that sun starts entering into your 12th house, your subconscious mind gets activated. You start thinking of shit the mysteries, shit is just unknown. You start thinking on that. You get on that God frequency for real. You know. I'm tapping in on that God frequency right about now with my peoples up in here. I got 239 people in the building. Shout out to other 230. Look, we having a real conversation. Like, I be going on TikTok and I be scrolling and I be looking at what people be talking about and I be like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Like, I can't jive with a lot of. It just seems like we on some primitive shit. You know what I mean? We on some primitive shit. Like, we really need to elevate this game because I think we a lot more. We're so much more than this. And we're reducing ourselves to some insignificant shit. All right, let's talk about this sun first, right? Let's throw this poll out there. Let's throw a poll out there, right? Let's get some critical thinking going on today. All right, we in class in session, class in goddamn session. Okay, let's talk about this sun now. We're not talking about this flat, round earth. We ain't talking about this shit right now. We talking about the sun, right? Let's talk about the sun. I have a hard time giving these powers that be credit of changing our sun. A hard time doing that because check it, this is why. I'm in a different country right now, right? And America's going through some shit. Facts, right? They have the ability to... Now, America can't do shit in every country, right? Big and bad that these motherfuckers want to act like they is. They don't have jurisdiction over the world. They don't. They have jurisdiction to do shit in their own country. All right, that's number one. And we in the United States, right? We think whatever's going on in the United States is going on in the whole wide world. Come on now. Put a 1 in the chat if you hear me. We think, like for real, Americans, we as Americans, right? This is how they got us. We think whatever's going on in the United States, which is if you look at the United States, it ain't compared to the globe. It's a piece of the jigsaw puzzle, honey. Just one piece in the jigsaw puzzle. But somehow, these Mickey Fickies got us thinking that whatever they programming us is happening in the whole wide world. And I'm here to tell you, it's not. It's not. So, do they have the ability to manipulate under their jurisdiction? In their jurisdiction. Not even that, because maybe even in certain regions under their jurisdiction, they have the ability to manipulate. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Because where I've been, the sun has been enhancing me. This is the best I've felt my whole life. And when I talk about the sun, I notice people say, the sun ain't right, yo. Something about that sun ain't right, yo. Something about that sun ain't right. And I'm like, I don't understand what you're talking about, right? I don't understand what that means. Because where I'm at, I'm thriving under the sun. So, question. Is the sun the same everywhere? Or do the United States have the ability to manipulate it in some places within their jurisdiction? What y'all think about that? Like, now, another question, right? Here's another question. Because I refuse to give these Mickey Fickies credit like that. Now, here's the other question. Is it possible that the sun itself changed its frequency. I'm apt to lean more to that than these motherfuckers up there putting the fake sun. Now, the sun may be itself changed its frequency. Okay, so let me ask y'all. I'm gonna throw it on y'all, to my most intelligent beings in here, down here rocking with me right now at 312 people in the room. My most intelligent beings in the building. Put a 1 if you think that the United States government is manipulating the sun in the United States. Put a 2 if you think that the sun itself changed its frequency. Come on, y'all. Everybody vote. All votes count. All votes count. All votes count. Because I got a third question. I got a third one. So I see someone wants to. Y'all, you know where y'all going. 1 and 2. 1 and 2, both. So 1 and 2. I see a lot of 1s. See both. I see both. I see 2. I see a lot of 1s. See both. I see both. I see 2. Am I back in the building? Put a 1 in hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I don't know if I'm back in the building or not. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. All right. Yeah, you see what's going on? You see what's going on? You can't stop the shining. I'm back in the building, y'all. Listen. You see what's going on? Yeah, we talking some real shit. You know what I'm saying? We talking some real shit. We talking some things. Because facts, right? There's a lot of people arguing about a lot of like whatever stuff. But that sun shines on everyone. And without it, there will be no life on this planet. Regardless, there will be no life on this planet, no matter if you could take it or not. Some people can have a higher tolerance to absorb the rays of the sun, and some people don't. But regardless, if we don't have a sun that shines on everything on this planet, from the trees to the plants to the animals to the people to the insects to the fish, and everything relies on the source of light. So let's go back to the questions again. Let's go back to the question. Now, I had asked, do you think that the sun that you're seeing where you are, because these motherfuckers can't do shit in different countries. They can't go to Russia. Check it. They not going to Russia and say, we gonna change your sun. They not going to China and saying, we gonna change your sun. They not going to South Korea and saying, we finna change your sun. They not going to Brazil, South America, Ecuador, Mexico, saying, look, we finna change the sun. Like, understand, like, you feel me? Now, I know I haven't been in the States. I'm probably gonna be there soon though. And I'm watching a lot of videos about, what's going on. And I believe that they are trying to manipulate the energy of the sun by whatever technology they're trying to use. Now, here's the other thing. Do you think whatever it is they are utilizing to finagle with the sun and the sun changing its frequency can stop solar flares? Whatever it is, they tossing up there a plastic bottle. Look, check it out. Like, okay, here, we got this. Look, we got this light right here, right? So They put something, they may have put something, let me see if I could do it here. Put something in front of the sun. Let's say this is the sun, and they put something in front of the sun. What will happen when this creates a massive solar flare? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, bottom line is this. Whatever they think they doing, the last word is going to be the sun. The sun is going to have the last word, or whatever little plastic bottle they putting up there, right? Whatever plastic bottle they putting up there, because when the sun decides to let loose that flare, what do you think gonna happen to that? I'm just thinking. This is the shit that I be thinking about. So I just want, because I refuse to give them that much power over the sun. I refuse to. Because, check it, we've given them enough. We've given them enough. Don't you think so? Put a 1 in the chat if you think so. Put a 1 in the chat if you think so. If we've given them enough already. Goddamn! How much more are we gonna give them, though? Honey, who said that? They take on energy. Who was that? Christy Faye. Boo. That's what vampires do. That's what vampires do. Look at some of your world leaders. Your religious leaders. I mean, the high-ranking ones sit on high, what they call principalities in high places. Look at them. Fuck it, let's just go straight to the Pope. Get a close-up of your Pope. Now, what does your Pope represent? What your Pope represent on planet Earth, y'all? All you Catholics. And they got all the records. They got all the records down there underneath the catacombs. And they stole that whole seat, what they were on, from the Sibyls. They stole that. That was the mother's seat, for real. Because there's just so many layers to this thing. But since they overthrew what they do, take a close-up of your popes. Honey, just Teresa, if he's supposed to be Jesus Christ, honey, folks in trouble. You know what? There's so much to unpack. Oh my gosh. Like, yep. You need to see the rituals that's being played in your face. You need to really look at what's going on, and when you pull yourself, when you take that helmet off, you take that You know what they calling people that used to be in the crazy home? They straight. You take off the straight jacket and the helmet, cause you and yous be free. You begin to see. Let them be upset, baby. Okay, Mo said, who said that? Mochel, you said the post of evil, man. Well, honey, if they're evil and they're the representatives and the originators of this Western theology religion thing, and you got look at the story being played out with your wars and the chosen people and all this. I mean, listen, and the genocide taking place. I mean, listen, y'all. Like, it just makes me wonder what the hell is really going on here. But you know what? Billions of people allow it. Billions of people. Let that sink in. Allow it. Don't even question it. Line up for it. I went to Catholic school from the 5th grade to the 12th grade. I think my first awakening was then. Because I would just look at this shit and it was creepy. We had to go to mass on Wednesday. School. We in school. But on Wednesdays, wonder why Wednesdays, they would stop school because there was a church on the grounds of the school. We would go to mass in school. So basically, they was performing rituals on the children. And I never went up there though. I'm lying, once or twice. I wasn't Catholic, but my cousins was, right? My cousin went to school with my cousin, Catholic school. And they would like, he was an altar boy. And they would line up, take the wafer, and drink the wine. Like 12 o'clock. One give him the wafer, one had the wine, and they had like a paper towel. Giving your kids liquor. Like, but this is, you know what I'm saying? These are the rulers of. Now, all that to say, I mean, we see, you know, as I get older and I flash back and I look at my childhood and I look at that shit that was going on and like this shit was really crazy. And these are supposed to be the leaders of religion and God. And they all stem from these churches. Like, I don't care what it is. You got Muslims coming over here, you Islamists, honey, y'all bow and kiss the ring of that Pope. The imams, the priests, the rabbis. Y'all all kiss the ring. All of y'all kiss the ring. So don't come over here and tell me one is better than the other. Is one, y'all three in the same. That's the Trinity is Christianity. No, Judaism. That's good in order. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. That's the triple threat on humanity. That's the triple threat on humanity. Yeah, I said it. I did. I know y'all mad about it. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. But I know this. I could look in the dark. Y'all covering up your darkness. Because y'all do a lot of dark shit. So basically, everybody, I think, is on a planet now that's always been, and we are all dealing with our revelations or our judgments. And some people refuse to peel that shit off. Maybe that barbecue is for you. I shouldn't say that. I never got over that thing when that man that said that's a barbecue, honey. That is but y'all know, those who saw a Message to the Sun woman, that barbecue just might be for you. I'm just saying. Saying I was in the ministry for years and seen the evilness. Honey, look. Go ahead, my child. Tell it. It's time to tell it. Because here's the thing. This is why everything is like the floodgates have opened. Because think about 9 billion, 8 billion. I don't know how many billion. I'm saying 9 billion. 9 billion people on the planet. Maybe less, maybe more. I don't know. And the powers that be are saying, we can't control them all. We need some of them. We need them for food, right? So they in the catch-22 with the shit, because they feed off you, right? We need to feed off them, but we don't like the way they taste when they awaken. They make us sick when they awaken. We can't stand the taste of you when you awaken, and they can't stop it. So it's like everything goes, anything goes right now. But I guess what I'm trying to say is this. They operate from a place of fear. We know that, right? And fear will paralyze you. But you're going to have to start asking yourself, what are you really afraid of? What is really scaring you? Is it death? You're afraid to die? Because at the end of the day, your body is not going to live forever, but your soul is eternal. So then what are you really afraid of? I'm trying to get my shit together too. Mentor, that's a job. You know what? You got to be your own mentor. The most thing I'm gonna do is probably get some herbal teas together to help you awaken, get you into the blue lotus, the high vibrational blue lotus. The most I'm gonna do, I'm a massage therapist. I'm gonna start getting back into my therapy again. We're healing with my hands, and astrology. Those are my services, and making these videos. These are my services. I can't take on no mentorship program dealing with half of y'all crazy asses. Y'all know y'all crazy as hell. You're going to have to work on self. Guess what? Nobody mentored me. I just had a mind, a inquisitive mind, a mind to think and penetrate through the shit. You could do the same shit too. You know what I mean? I can't do all that. That's a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I try to be as honest as I possibly can, and I always try to come from a place from the heart, not from the ego. I don't sit up here act like I know every goddamn thing. I got more questions than I do have answers. And I'm very leery of everybody who got an answer for every goddamn thing. How the fuck you know? Out there his head just is spinning and all, yanking around, spewing out all kinds of shit, and everybody like, wow. And I'm like, you know every damn thing. I know I don't trust your ass. Because I don't want to know everything. I ain't trying to always be right. I need some answers, goddamn. I'm searching and I'm digging. And a lot of places I go within, and I understand. Astrology has been a thing that I utilize, and it's still, it's a tool, and it's still not everything. It's not the end all be all. It's just what I harness and start unpeeling and unwrapping, because I'm seeing how it correlates through numerology, and everything is dealing with 7 and 12s, 3s. And 6s, like all of this shit, all of these 7, like all of this numerology, and how I watch dates and holidays, and then I watch what they doing and what they aligning, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure the shit out too. You know what I mean? So I just have that mind, like just have a mind to question and think and research. And then also, like, really tap in, really go within. Because if you're not guided and you don't have an inner guidance, then you led anywhere. You just like chasing carrots on a string. Anybody can deceive you and mislead you, misguide you, because you don't even know who you are. You're not even digging in. You're not questioning. You're not even. Discernment is a vibration, right? It has to resonate, because you know how your sisters, my sisters, women period. When we hear some shit that is a little crazy, that brow go right up here, right? Fuck this, what the fuck you talking about? You gotta pay attention to that shit. Like, that's your antenna. You gotta pay attention. You know, look, all sisters got this. I don't care who you is. Like, all sisters got this. We got that one eye that stays slit and the other eye that's a little open. One eye a little slit, one eye that's a little open. You know what I'm talking about. My sisters know what I'm talking about. You know when sisters get that slit eye. You know what I'm talking about. Where my sisters at? Shout out to my sisters, y'all. Shout out to my sisters. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. That's a sister thing. That's a woman thing. All women got that. All women. I ain't gonna put a color on that. But I'm gonna put the firstborn on that, though. Put the firstborn. Y'all got it from the firstborn. You got it from the firstborn. And don't let us get the wiggle. Don't let us get the little shoulder rock. You know what I'm talking about. Don't let us get that. That's all vibration. Then we get the Then we do something about your ass ain't right. Something about you ain't right. You know how we do this. It's just this template of ours. It's just we just on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? We just know, and you gotta focus and you gotta pay attention to that shit. It's a intuitive, reflect. What's the word? Reaction and shit. You know what I mean? Full conversation without words. Who said that? Just Teresa. Boo, you. It's just that thing. You know, I know some folks right now, I can't even listen to no more about 3-4 minutes. I'll be like, I can't do it. I just can't. You start talking this, I'm not. And it took me a while to trust that. And we all have that. It takes us a minute to trust that. Because when you go against that, don't you get screwed each and every time. each and every time. You can screw majorly out this piece. Whew. All right, I'm gonna bring some folks on who want to holler at me a little bit before I close this thing on out, before they disconnect me again. But this things I'll be talking about. But once again, just to recap over things going back, I'm gonna really tap into doing more esoteric astrology, like really get into the spiritual aspect of things, emerging systems. I am a buffet, honey. I want a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of other, all this. I want a colorful plate. My plate got colors. I just don't want it all brown, all black, and all white. What the fun is that? Then I gotta be putting all red on it like blood, putting hot sauce on your meat like blood. Let me stop. Ketchup on your shit like blood, like. Telling you, moon in the 12th, sun in the 12th, yo. Sun in the 12th, though. You know what I mean? Whew! I don't even know. Sometimes shit should be coming to my head like that. But back to the sun. All right. Okay. So, you know, we are directly connected to the sun. We are, right? And I don't know, what do we have to do to kinetically bring our energies together to pull down whatever it is they think they're doing? Like, I also think this. A lot of people talk about Galactic Confederation. Galactic Confederation is just a chariot of Jesuses, in my opinion, right? More Jesuses to come save you, right? This is what I think. Do I think we're the only ones in the universe? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do I think we have higher consciousness, different beings on different dimensions and different planes? Absolutely. Are they all good, all bad? They're everything, just like we're everything. But when it comes to this planet, there's billions of us on here. And there's a small percentage of those who are, I guess, running the matrix. If there are higher councils out there, I think they're saying, why we gotta go down there and save billions of them when there's billions of them? The only way we're going to go down there and intercede with them is if our shit gets endangered. If they start tinkering with some shit down there that's going to fuck up our shit, yeah, we might have to step on in. But when it comes to their little earthly shit, why don't the billions get together and flush out the 1% of them and be done with the shit? That's what I think. What the hell I'm gonna come down there and say billions of y'all for when there's billions of y'all to come together and flush out the fools that's doing the shit? I mean, that's just me. But maybe something's coming. Maybe the chariots is coming and they're coming to save billions of y'all from the 10 people that's doing all this. Because that's kind of what it feels like. There's 9 billion people afraid of 10 people. And you all know who they are, right? It ain't like you don't know who they are. They all have been identified. They all have been identified. But 9 billion of y'all would rather wait for us to come save you instead of y'all coming together and saving yourselves, because you have everything that it takes to do so. So why should I come down there and fuck with y'all? You would rather a cataclysm take place and flush y'all all away because y'all didn't go after the 20 people on the wanted poster. So you let them do all kind of craziness to this planet, and then you want us to come down there and save y'all. I could be totally wrong about this shit. I could be. I'm not saying what I'm saying is right, but this is just the type of shit that I be thinking about. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying. Like, y'all go from one group of saviors to the other group of saviors. You know what I'm saying? Even when we talk about the ancestors, we ain't unscathed from this shit. The ancestors is in the clouds. So we went from Jesus to the galactic center. The ancestors in the clouds. The ancestors is like, if you gonna get off your and get your, we gonna fuck y'all up first. Because I know when I don't listen to my ancestors, if you don't get them do blah, 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 they're not gonna kick the other person's ass. They're gonna kick my ass. Put them one in the chat if you can hear me. Put them one in the chat if you can hear me. If I'm not listening and doing what I'm supposed to do, like your mom and your daddy, right? You in your house. This is our house. And your mama tell you to do something. And you tell your mama, well, Miss Mary down the street said she gonna do this, that, and the other. And Miss Mary down the street said, and Miss Mary, and you talking about Miss Mary and Mr. Bob and everybody else. What your mama gonna do to you? Your mama gonna do? She gonna beat the shit. She gonna box you upside your head. Then she gonna go over there and live with Miss Mary then, after she beat your ass. Go over there and live with them then. I really think we got it fucked up, y'all. I really do. I really think we got it backwards. And I really think we're gonna be highly disappointed when nobody comes save us. We're gonna be really upset about it. And then, a lot of folks may transition over and then be like, why didn't you come save us? I'm like, shit, save y'all from what? Yourselves? And we all know, all of these things are playing a role in it. Race, religion is the biggest one. I think religion over race, because religion is what caused the division in races. Because in your religions, they talk about all this shit about races and who's better and who's cursed and who's this and who that. Y'all believe that shit. Who's chosen and who's not. What if these were entities and extraterrestrials, interdimensional beings that had a vested interest in a resource here that they needed, and they needed you to make it for them. They needed you for their survival. They needed you to make it happen for them. So they had to keep you enslaved and in check somehow, because there's too many of you. We can't control all of you. There's too many. So let's just keep them fighting with each other while we walk away with like a fat rat. And let's make them think that someone's coming to save them all. I don't know. This is the type of shit I be thinking about. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What y'all think? Anybody think about anything? What you think? Who's in the building? Put a one in the chat if you want to come on up here and holler at me right quick. Put something, go ahead and hit the friends bar. Come on in the hot seat. Before I end this thing, because I've been drinking this water and I'm going to have to go to the bathroom soon. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking that, I appreciate that, Cosmic. Listen, we have to start utilizing our minds differently because, the powers that be, they got technology and this and that and the other. They have the means, but think about this shit. Think about this, right? Everybody who got mortgages, right? Everybody who got look at this shit they doing with food prices and all kind. Everybody who got mortgages, everybody who said, fuck it, we not paying mortgages all summer. All summer, we not paying out one lick of mortgage. What do you think would happen if everybody who got a car note, they can't even get rid of the cars they got now. They can't even sell the cars they got now. Everybody who got a car note said, we ain't paying out one car note this summer. Everybody. It's got to take masses, though. What do you think would happen? They going to take everybody's car. They ain't got no room to put all that shit. What do you think would happen if everybody say, we are no longer going to Walmart like ever again? What do you think would happen if everybody said, we're going to go to maybe one gas station? We're not going to no other gas stations for like a week. What do you think would happen? Like, this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying y'all want somebody to come save you. And you ain't exercising no power of your own. But Jesus is coming. The Galactic Federation is coming. Trump is coming. JFK is coming. All that shit. QAnon is coming. Who else is coming? What else they got? Who else is coming? Their ancestors is coming. Who else is coming? When your ass is right the fuck here, doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing shit. Like, for real though. They probably like, they deserve the shit they get. Y'all deserve a wipeout. Lazy asses. You living in fear. There's billions of y'all. Just in America, there's 200 and something million people in the United States. All you need is 10 million to make a real impact. 10 million people don't pay their mortgage all summer. What the fuck you think is going to happen? 10 million people don't pay their car note. What you think is going to happen? That's just a dent. That's nothing. You get 10 million people in one state, you bankrupt the state. I got a mosquito bite. This mosquito bite, they've been eating on me, honey. Goddamn mosquito bite. Y'all like this blood type. Leave me alone. This is what I'm saying. Like, I be sitting here thinking about this, and I'm like, you know what? Why? I don't want to lose hope in humanity, but y'all making it quite easy to do so. We making it quite easy to do so because it's power in numbers, and you look at the numbers we holding though. The ball, we have more control, but the unification is not there. The unification, I don't know what it's going to take for us to really unify on that level. That level to really just like, really unify on that level. Like, what will it take? And unfortunately, it's like this. It's like black families. We don't get together until there's a funeral, right? It's gonna take death, right? Normally that's what happens. Scorpionic energy, it takes some form of death for the transformation to take place. And that's the sad part. Like, a lot of people gotta die in order for folks to say, okay, let's do this shit. That's the sad part. You know what I mean? I got some people up here. What's up? We're gonna bring in some folks. Dragging this. What you got for me? You live and on the air. What you got?
Now you got it, girl. You the one that's talking, and you telling big time truths.
Listen,
we egos is in the way, fears in the way. They done got a little piece of land around a fire hydrant, and they don't want to give it up.
Crazy.
They chopping down trees. They dogs don't have no fire hydrants to piss on anymore. I mean, you know, like you say, we got the power, but you know what? They dangled that damn carrot in front of us. We start chewing on that rubber shit. Can't wait to get to the store. Can't wait to get to the grocery store and feed off of that play food.
Fake ass food. It ain't even the real carrot.
It ain't real. But see, you know, and then you have platforms like this where they think you crazy.
They think I'm so wrong. Exactly. That's the whole point. That's the whole thing.
Sister girlfriend done lost her mind.
She gone. She crazy. She gonna get us in trouble. Right.
Yeah,
That one slave was having to map out the plan. Look, I done figured out he go to sleep at 3. You be over there at 2. This and that. We could make it.
You know, it's a shame though. I mean, we're kind of making a little bit of, fun out of it, but this is some real serious shit.
It's for real.
I mean, real serious.
It's
hey, you know what? Hey, look, do it. Hey, one day. Don't have to be a week.
That's what I'm saying.
Shut it down in one day.
Billions, just in this, millions of people, millions. Like one day, we ain't going to work today.
And it puts a knot in my stomach just to talk about it.
Yeah, I hear you.
But you know what? You see some of these ethnic families. Mm-hmm. You see, and I'm not going to call out the ethnicity, but you see how they get one house and about 20 of them living in that one house. And next thing you know, they done bought up how many grocery stores? Because they gave up the luxury of having 3 houses.
Right. Also, they didn't grow up in the culture here. Right. So this is a different thing. They have a different culture where they're from. And when they come here, they see opportunity that they didn't have wherever they were to the scale that they can get it here. They're already used to working in unison where they were. They just weren't getting anywhere. But when they see what they can do here, it's a piece of cake for them.
Yeah.
Right? Because they already have a unified connection, right, to where they were. We have been divided from day one.
Day one.
Day one is the division on top of division on top of division. Everybody's in their own little box.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's in their own little box. And they just crushing us one by one. It's like a game. And we can't even see. There's people in the neighborhood that don't even speak to their neighbor.
For real.
Okay? Probably don't even know their name. Their next door neighbor. And it's just like, how do you rectify? How do you change that? This is, unfortunate. What is it going to take for you? I have either one or two things are going to happen, right? Either they're going to win or we're going to be forced to come together.
Do something. And, I was just watching, it was on. I don't know if I was watching it. But You know, when what was that movie when the aliens attacked the planet and all the countries were forced to get together
Right.
to do
Yeah.
something? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, the invasion has it's been done, took place. But see, they got ahead of the game and divided us before we, you know.
Yeah. It's from its inception, there was division, right?
But
But at the same time, after a while, though, you're
I
gonna
know.
have to like snap out that shit. You're gonna have to be like, you know what? You're gonna have to peep game because they're not hiding it anymore,
No,
right? It's just in your face. It's so belligerent about it, right? They don't even care. They're obnoxious. It's like, what you gonna do? Because what you gonna do? It's like they're like bullying you, and it's like, damn, it's like a midget bullying a 250-pound lion,
bear.
right? A bear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what we're dealing with.
yeah.
We're
I
looking
mean,
at, like, they had David and Goliath, right? So they had the little guy and he beat the giant, whatever. It's really that's exactly what it is. The little guy is really beating the giant.
hmm
We're the
and
giants.
and the Giants are the massive. You know,
Exactly.
they got the massive backed up in a corner, afraid to even say meow.
Honey,
I mean,
scared to death.
you
Shivering,
take for an
shivering.
exa- take for an example this political thing that's jumping off thrown in our face. You know, you got some people that do a little bit of prison time, a felony. They come out and there's a whole bunch of stuff that they cannot do. But you got this one character, got all these felony charges that he's been found guilty on, and he's running for damn
Run for
president.
president, honey. It's
A
it's a
felon
circus. Ring
can't
ring.
even go, you can't even serve on a jury, you know, can't
So
have an arm. But
this
they
is
gonna
this
let,
is this. It's like,
they gonna,
so
they,
we gotta really start questioning what is really going on here. Like,
well,
what's really going on here? So you could look at that on one hand, and now look at the other one though. And we got a violation warning already. They about to kick half of y'all out the room, y'all. Look at the other one. Look at the other one who I don't even know what that is. I don't know what he is. I don't know what's going on there.
yeah,
Is he real? Now you got one as a criminal and one that needs look like medical psychiatric attention.
right,
All right, so this is what
right,
we dealing with.
right. And nobody else is running. No, nobody else is talking about, well,
It's
let
because
me
it's
come.
over. Honestly, because it's over and we don't realize the game is up. The jig is up. It's over. And it probably won't even be. There's something, folks, we need to get it together quick because once again, you're waiting and the rug's about to be pulled. And then that's probably what it's going to have to take for folks to get it together because this is a circus. It's psychotic. It's crazy. And for folks to entertain that instead of you should be up there tearing that shit down. Like, isn't it even written in your laws if they're all unfit?
All
Now,
of them.
matter of fact, I think everybody on every level of government is corrupt. And this is why I say that from the state level, the local level to the federal level. You're
Supreme Court.
allowing toxic food in the grocery stores. There's foods that are in this country that are banned in other countries. There's fake foods everywhere. And you are all allowing it. No one's talking about the diseases that are being proliferated throughout the whole country due to genetically modified foods. You growing chickens with 6 wings in 8 legs. This is real
I'm
shit.
sorry.
I mean,
I'm
they
sorry. I'm
doing
sorry.
this stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You making fake meat. You're printing meat. Like, what is this shit? What is? And this is okay. The FDA approved it, and this one approves it, and it's okay. Like,
I know it's
this. What can you say, right? Just like, am I really living in this world right now?
you speaking some mad truth. It's like, and it's sad. It's sad that
It's criminal.
the people, it is, every, and I mean, what you do.
We got to do something, or else, it's a wrap. That's all I can say. It's a wrap because there's power in numbers. If we don't, we have to shut the shit down. That's all. We just shut it down. You ain't got to get no guns. You ain't got to go out there and kill nobody. You just got to stop feeding the system, and the system will starve.
There was a perfect example when King was alive. He shut the bus system down. Let's walk to work.
Crippled them. They was begging.
Yeah.
They had to come back to. That's what I'm saying. Like, no one is thinking about this. Everyone has become so passive because they've all waiting for a savior, somebody to come save them. And they won't save themselves. We won't save ourselves. No one is coming. I don't really think anyone is coming. And we're going to be shocked. And then you're going to get pissed that nobody came and allowed this to happen to us. Like, what did you do about it? Like, what did we do about it? We're to blame. We are to blame. That's like someone who somebody gave me an example the other day. Put it this way: when they tell you what they're gonna do to you, right? They're being honest, right? We're gonna kill y'all. We're gonna kill a lot of y'all. We're gonna give y'all poison foods. We're gonna put a crazy man in the office. We're gonna put another criminal running against. We're gonna make this look like a circus. And y'all gonna line up. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna rob. We're gonna steal. We're gonna put it in movies. All the stuff we're gonna do. We're disclosing to you all the wickedness we're gonna do to you. What you gonna do about it? For the fact that you didn't do anything about it when they told you what they were gonna do, they get off karma free. They get no karma because they told you and you allowed it.
They showed it to us.
Showed it to you
in plain sight.
It's when they have to obey the laws of karma, and they do. We on some other shit. Like, I don't know what we obey, what we thinking, but we're receiving the karma, right? We're receiving the karma because we are allowing it. Because you have the right to say, no, hell no, we're not doing this. The answer, no, we're no longer participating in this. This is over. It's a wrap. Shut it down. We haven't done that. So they're like, oh, well, we can just do a little more. We're letting them. This is consensual.
They did the divide and conquer. And pooped on us to boot. Did you ever see that movie Network? This is an old movie, Network, and I think it was Henry Fonda. He was
I don't recall seeing that one.
Yeah, he was a news reporter, and he got fed up with how the system was operating, and he says, I'm not going to take anymore. He shut the network down. Through his TV, his cameras, and everything out the network window.
That's what it's going to take.
And the people that were watching him, they opened up their windows and threw their TVs out.
Right. It's like this effect, right? It's all it's gonna take is one, right?
Yeah.
That one. It really is. But who's gonna be the one? Like I be saying, let's do it today. Shit, let's start right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it gonna hurt? Like just one day. We could one day turn into 2 days, turn into 3 days. Nobody buy gas tomorrow.
Oh, right. Don't buy any bread.
Nobody don't go to Walmart. Nobody goes to Walmart. Nobody goes to all of these big box chain stores that's selling you GMO foods. Don't go there. Find local grocers, find your mom and pop stores, find some farmers market, find some farmers, go find you some Amish people that got all the farms. Start buying your groceries from there. Stop eating meat. Like pretty much shut that because it ain't meat no more. So don't go to McDonald's. Don't go to Burger King. Don't go. McDonald's said we serve 50 billion burgers. Where you getting all that beef from?
Right.
All these chicken McNuggets. Where you getting all the chickens from? There's so many chicken places. Where all these chickens coming from? Ain't that many chickens in the world.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. All right, so I'm going to bring on another caller. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on and sharing.
Well, hey, I appreciate you. I mean,
yes, sir.
It's crazy talk, but it's real crazy.
It's real crazy talk.
Real crazy talk.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sis.
Right. You're welcome, brother. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hey, I'm following you. Follow me, and we could do some more talking because it's going to take a little organize. And it's never too late. It's never too late.
Never too late. As long as you're breathing, we got time.
For
That's
real.
Right. Absolutely.
Wake up breathing. Thank you, sis.
You're welcome, brother. Take care now. Peace. I mean, are you feeling this conversation, y'all? Are y'all feeling this conversation? Are y'all feeling this put a one in the chat if you're feeling the conversation, because I'm really like kind of over it. Like I'm kind of over talking about it. I'm kind of like done with this thing. It's like, you know what, if we don't act, I don't want to talk about this no more. If we don't get to acting, I don't talk about it no more. But it's just going to take one say, man, let's not do it. Let's not do it. Right? It's good. And it has to reverberate. It's that, what is that? The shot that rang around the world kind of shit. The shot that rang around the world. We'll bring on another guest. Bring on another guest in the building if I can. TikTok be, damn, I can't even bring on another guest. Who we got? I can't click on it. Indigenous Goddess 51, come on in here, boo. How you doing? You alive and on the air. What you got for me today?
MahMah Tea.
Hey, boo.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. Leg kind of hurt because I fell down the stairs, but I'm good.
Girl, how you fall down the whole stairs? What you doing?
Missed a step.
Oh, yeah. Now.
Second time in life. Nah, third time doing that. Missed a step, going too fast, and messed up everything. Cracked the phone. Felt like I was naked for about a day.
Ooh-wee.
They ain't had no numbers. That's what I'm doing now.
You probably need to be off that phone. That's probably what that was. They said, give me this damn phone. Give me this
I actually thought that too, because I couldn't get back on, my platform on TikTok diminished back down like I was new, and I thought that. I was like, maybe this is a sign.
I mean, it happens that way at times. It happens, absolutely, because we won't do it. So something will push us to do it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. But what I was going to say, and I said this, like what you saying now, like I'm tired of talking. I started saying this like a month ago, like I'm so tired of talking about the same thing, especially on these platforms. It's like while we talking, people moving, you know? And And that's what I'm noticing. And then the other thing, and some people may, I don't know, feel some kind of way about me saying this, but I learned this when I first started my career, because I was very passionate about what I was doing. In social service, you have to love what you're doing, because the money ain't there and you overburdened with much more than what you're getting paid for. So you have to like it. You have to be sincere. Right. So what I found is everybody was talking crazy, saying the same thing, but when they came down to address it at the table, everybody putting their head down. And I'm just like, we as melanated people seriously act very cowardly when it comes to taking a stand.
Extremely cowardly.
You think so too?
I know so. What's up? I think so. Yes. I know so. We are the biggest cowards on. We talk big shit,
big stuff, right?
Okay, but when it's time to come on, step to the front. Oh well,
Yeah,
hit him in the heart. Fear, because fear is embedded in us. It's been embedded in us for 400 years. It put like you. Oh, that's not it's an excuse. No, honestly.
It's fear.
Fear has been pushed down in our psyches on all different fronts, right? Especially religion, right? Because we don't want to go to hell, and then we don't want to lose our job, and we don't want to make this one mad, and we don't want to do this. So our cortisol level should be through the roof, and our adrenal level should be through the roof. The amount of fear we're under, so it's gonna take courage, and it's gonna take that last straw, and I'm like really hoping it don't get to that, but I have a feeling it's gonna get to that. It's gonna get to that thing, just like with the whole, now some people say it was fake or whatever, the whole George Floyd thing, right? Remember, we was in the midst of COVID.
Yes.
Everybody was in the house. That one thing triggered, brought everybody out. It's gonna and it's so traumatic that it seems like death triggers us.
Yeah.
And we're not sparked by life, right? We're not jolted by life. We're jolted by death, and that right there is twisted. And you know what? When that happens, it never turns out well.
No, because we're defining off emotion.
Right.
No logic.
Right. We're not planning. We're not thinking. We don't have to think. We're so separated. People, I'm getting mines, and this and that. We're so compartmentalized and divided, even within each other. And it's like, this is, I'm really not trying to be a pessimist, but I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't know what could be done at this point. Like, what is it going to take for us to say, fuck it?
I believe, because I had to sit down and look at everything in my life and try to pull the lessons from it. What was the universe trying to tell me, especially in my career? Because this is what I was telling you. I mean, I was, immature. So I gained that maturity to know how to handle situations where everybody talking, but ain't nobody doing. And then you end up getting thrown under the bus because you the only one. You like the what do you call it? The person, the person. What's that person that takes the fall for everybody? That's who I was. For 3 years.
Oh, man, sacrificial lamb.
That's what I was. But I noticed that even still, the truth prevails, because I would not ever compromise my integrity for money, because right is right and wrong is wrong. And because I deal with social service, I was dealing with children, helping children and teenagers and people who couldn't help themselves. So I was just seeing how people was just like, and our people, fronting like they was this pro-black sister, and she ended up being the biggest devil, got the kids freezing, for example, but building condos on Lakeshore Drive. I live in Chicago. But my point is this. So I looked at where I was navigating to my whole career. It was like a 360. And I said, what did I figure out? You just said it'll just take that one. But history proves that one, because we act cowardly, is always left by himself or herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
History over and over and over.
Right. It's like, it's a team effort. It's like we need to get to resonate on the same frequency, on the same vibe. People have to get fed up enough. Just going in the grocery store should have you fed up.
I'm telling you.
Right? Just looking at your check when you get paid and then looking at your rent and looking at your light, looking at your cake, looking at all of the stuff you got to do should have you already fed instead of trying to make it work. Like, and I don't know, unity. We need to unify. We need to really come together. Even like if neighborhood by neighborhood, block by block, it's not that has to happen because you can sustain each other. Your neighbors can help you sustain each other because what you don't have, the other one should be able to provide, and the one down the block should add this. If everyone pull their resources together, you can feed each other.
Yeah,
Instead of the system feeding off of all of us, we can feed each other,
But like you said, we're so divided, even worse now more than ever. I spoke with you a couple months ago. I don't know if you remember, and I was talking to you about my daughter because I was scared because she was moving wrong, wanting validity, from men. And this generation of men is different. I don't know if you remember that. And then I was talking about the youth, and you said, "Oh, they're gonna be all right because those are our ancestors." You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking, when you said that, I was looking at the teenagers, but it's not the teenagers. It's the younger. It's like my great nieces and nephews. Like my great nephew just turned 10, and they got so much insight. You don't even know where it's coming from. We asked my nephew to describe all of the adults in 3 words in our family, and what he said blew our mind because it was so truthful. I mean, it kind of hurt your feelings a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
But I was like, wow, because it was so on point. Mm-hmm. And they just sit back and observe. Yeah, so I was like, it's going to be them.
Oh,
but, yeah, it's going to be them. But also, I was thinking back in the era that I grew up in the 90s. And remember when we had Public Enemy, BDP,
conscious music,
the conscious, right? And that's when we had the political consciousness of that generation because the music, the vibrations, the music, yes, it pushed the agenda of justice, and that's where the anger came from.
All of that, right?
So now we have no diss, but we have the matriarchs, the women, putting themselves out there, and all they talking about is sexualize. They sexualizing their bodies. The whole world disrespect the cream of the planet, which is us, the creators. And as long as they do, we will not rise. You cannot rise.
Yeah, exactly. That's on purpose.
It's on purpose.
Planned because they only allow, there's never a lot of female MCs. There's never a lot of female rappers. They always did compared to male rappers, right? Mm-hmm. Because the people who are in control of the industry have a prototype of women that they want to see. Anytime a man push a woman up front, it's normally a type of woman that he wants to have sex with. Mm-hmm. Because men look at women as sexual objects. Most men, I won't say all men, most men, a lot of men. And in that industry, it's about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, honey. And which role you gonna play?
Yep. But we had the MC Lights, the Queen Latifahs, the
Yo-Yos. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That 90s era, because that era, every 30 years, I think it's like 30 years, we get a little awakening, a spark, a consciousness, a wave that comes through. And it's always fought against with drugs or crime or something like that. Because if you look at the different genres of music that were taking place in the 60s and 70s, and then what was flooding, because unfortunately the powers that be study astrology.
Yes.
So they're looking at Neptune and what is aspecting, because Neptune rules divine spirituality, right? And when it makes certain connections to other planetary energy, it heightens a divine spiritual being. And it's a generational planet. So when it's making positive aspects to certain outer planets, it's going to bring in a wave of generations that's going to be highly advanced spiritually.
Yes.
Now, they also know that the power, Neptune has a low vibration. The high vibration is a higher octave of spiritual intelligence, spiritual creativity, and the connection to source. The low vibration is addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Now look, back when remember the 60s and 70s was a real rolling, the vibe was, it was a kind of rebellious as well as conscious too.
Yeah.
And love, it was surrounded by love. Heroin hit the streets big time in the 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Fast forward 20, 30 years later, we was coming, folks was twisting up, took off the gold chains, wearing medallions, fight the power. We was on the BDP, all of that.
Right.
Crack hit the scene.
Yep.
Right? So they understand the power of Neptune. Now, it's an unfair advantage to us because we were told that astrology is of the devil.
That's right.
Right? So if we knew the alignment better and start raising our children up, looking at our children's chart when they're born and seeing their potential and their power and gearing them and rearing them that way, they wouldn't stand a chance.
Exactly. Yeah.
Swift now we're moving into another age where now this knowledge is prevalent for everyone. It's available for everyone. You got your cell phone, chat, GPT, all kind of stuff. So you can learn it on your own, right? And now you can look at your child's chart. You can, because these children are coming in are phenomenal. You need to be looking at them and saying, okay, how do I nurture this? Because the rest of them, some of them, they're going to have to go by the wayside. But you're going to have to focus on the ones that do. And this is kind of how we can sum this thing and wrap this thing up. We're going to have to focus on those that do and not so much those that don't. And the more we spread this information, the more we spread this message, the more we can start to hone in and lock in dates where we can start moving and shifting things on a unified level. Because it's quite evident it's not going to happen through your family or people in your community or this and that and the other. But there is enough people that's awakening that if those people connect, it can create a shift.
I totally agree. That's why I said we need to quit talking about it, giving our information out with these agents on these platforms, figuring out the next step, trying to get ahead of us. And even the small people that we have, that energy is so powerful that we should just try with your own, like what you said about the astrology, the numbers, the stars. I taught my daughter all that. By the way, she turned it around too. I'm going to tell you, she back on track. But you have to sacrifice the time. We work like slaves just to go to sleep, wake up, and do it all over again. Bump that. My thing is I figured out my number. I'm a master number, and I realized I've been manifesting even before I knew I could. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly, because it's innate.
And I'm just like, wow. So you can't tell me I don't have that power, because now I'm just like sick with it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what, sis? I want you to email me
Okay.
All right, because I'm gonna talk to you offline, and because every now and then I run across certain individuals, and these are the individuals I want to take it to the next level with.
Yes.
Okay, so email me at info@sacredtea.com, because I want to start to put something together with certain people, whereas we can get in sync and start
Yes.
seeing what
That's
we
where
can
it starts.
Right.
And I'm going to land because I know it's other people that want to talk, but I'm just going to say this. I believe that the beginning is going to start with the women, the matriarchs.
It has to.
Yep. So I'm doing what I can. My purpose, I'm following that. And if everybody tap in and do what they can, before you know it, we can move.
Absolutely.
But thank you, Mama.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you.
Give me that email one more time.
Info@sacredtea.net.
Sacred Tea?
Yeah, SACREDTEA.
Oh, Sacred Tea. Okay, got it. All right. Thank you for having me up. We'll talk.
Anytime, darling. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, only gonna take a few hands in the pot to stir it up. Feel what I'm talking about? All right, we got one more person on here. Let's see who we got in the building. Let's keep the momentum going. I don't know why I can't tap on this thing. We got chocolate. What is it? Chocolate Pinot? Chocolate Pinot in the building? What's a chocolate Pinot? What's up, sis? I don't know if you're a sister, brother. I don't want to get you wrong.
I'm a brother. I'm not a sis.
What's happening, brother? How you doing?
You finally got my attention, didn't you, huh?
I finally got your attention?
Yeah, because you've been, you was like, you hit me up one time and you was like, you wanted to try to read my zodiac?
Oh, I wanted to read you. You sure you got me? Because you know, MahMah Tea, there's about 1 million fake pages out there, baby.
No, I know I got the right one now. I can see you clearly, man.
So what's happening, Donna? What you got for me today?
Man, just beat up about this whole stimulation stuff, man. Like, it's just so sad because, like, I feel like I'm the only one stuck in there, and I don't see my way out without going to apply for the next job from the system, because I don't see the next job in the system. You understand? So, like, I'm just kind of confused because I came from a long way. I came from home. Like, I came as far as from home.
You came as far as from home?
Yeah, from home.
Where's home, baby?
Oh, Liberia.
Oh, you came so you came over here looking for the American dream, huh?
Exactly.
And it turned out to be a nightmare. Let me tell you something. The best thing, America is really, honestly, jobs. You'll never be able to find your peace and happiness with a job. America is a place to become an entrepreneur. So you're going to have to find what you're good at and what your gift is. And you got to look at it like that. It's a gift. What are you going to hone in? What you going to create? You got to look at things as you being a co-creator. Because going from job to job, honey, you just are going to be broke after broke after broke. Jobs are created to keep people in a form of servitude. It's another form of slavery. Unless you're utilizing that for a moment.
There's people in the background. Sorry, there's people in the background.
Oh, okay. Unless you're utilizing that as a plan to get to the next step. All right. So you're gonna have to get a skill or some kind of whatever your gift is. You're gonna have to hone into that and create a business out of that. All right. You should not always be looking for a job, because you're never gonna find that level of that American dream you're looking for. You will never find it at a job.
Man, because it's sad. Because I do have the talent. I have everything. I have skills. Like even I was doing like a printing business where I was doing my T-shirts and stuff. I started. I kind of started a T-shirt business and stuff. And then I had had a partner that I was with, and we had like an idea or like a vision or something together, and you know, when she went back home and she just kind of fucked every shit up. So I mean, but I'm not worried about that right now. It's just that like I'm trying to find my way forward, but I can't seem to find my way forward because I just literally just applied to the system for an apartment to stay at, and then I had a job and they just shut that shit in my face just like that. So it's like every shit just keeps shutting down in my face. Like what is so terrible about this fake?
That's supposed to happen. You know, when your roads are closing, that means you're going the wrong way. That's not your road. That's not your path. That's why your roads are closing and your doors are closing. You're going the wrong way. So whatever it is that you were doing with someone else and you said they messed it all up, well, maybe that was something that you were supposed to be doing on your own. And start figuring out a way how you can start small and build on that. If you're a creative, if you're an artist and you want to make apparel and gear, then it is on you to make that happen and you to do the self-studying and the research on how you can do it. Now you can get a job to help you until you can fund whatever it is that you're building. But your main goal shouldn't be the job. Your job is just a means to an end and help you stack a little bit and learn how to invest and learn how to flip your money, because we're not thinking, most of us think from check to check. We're not looking at all the people that surround us and how to fulfill a need with the people that surround us so we can circulate money and we can create an income from ourselves where you can get paid whenever you choose to. We put in the work in the system as opposed to creating a system for ourselves. And that's our biggest problem. We haven't figured out how to formulate a system that works for us. Because everything is built on systems. That's number one, right? Regardless of you're in the matrix, this and that and the other. Whatever it is, everything is built on a system. If you look at the body itself, it's created out of 11 different systems that work together, right? So whatever you're good at, you need to fulfill a need that someone is looking for or needs. And if you're missing a piece, then that's what partnerships are or collaborations are about. But not picking anybody. You're going to have to be very discriminating on who you choose to work with. If they're not in alignment with your ultimate vision or goal, then you're dealing with the wrong person. But first, you got to know what it is that you want.
Mama, let me make you understand. I'm a divine soul. You understand? I know what I want. I know my purpose. I know my callings in life, right? But like, so I would just give you a little. Let me step out of this noise so I can focus and talk to you properly. Excuse me. Not using my face.
But what's in your
Yeah,
face?
but I put it deep around the hookah like that.
But is my hookah on smoke? Can I smoke my hookah?
But I thought you got bill on $1.
All right, listen here. You gonna give me your thing because I'm gonna go on to the next person, sir.
I am. I'm about to step out the way.
Okay.
So like I was saying, right? So I migrated from Liberia to here, 2011. And first off, I'm a Cancer stake, so I know it's my season. And I always get pushed around when it's my season, because I'm Jupiter. I has the rank. I know what I'm doing. But I came 2011, to apparently stay with my dad, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, kicked me out. When I was about 18, because I smoke weed. Like that's part of my character. That's part of me. That's part of who, part of my habits and stuff like that. You understand? So it's like because of that, it's like I've been running in a maze that I felt like it has to be two things that's gonna pop me out. The first thing has to be either is my dad is trying to play around with my hair, or a bitch is cheating on me and she doesn't know how to say it. But I told her, I don't mind, just don't say it to my face. Because this face right here, you may not see the light in the face right now because it's kind of like, you know, the cameras are not on and stuff like that. But I could turn my camera on.
Okay, let's stop right there. Okay. You look all over the place, honey. First of all, ain't nobody playing. I don't think if you gonna go stay with your father and your father don't want you smoking no weed in his house, you in your father's house. That's number one. You can't be saying, "Oh, it's a part of who I am. It's part of who I character." If that's who you are, part of your character, honey, you should be able to stand on your own 2 feet and be wherever it is where you are. You can't go into someone else's residence and expect them to acclimate to you when you under their roof and you under their what they're doing. You're going to have to build that on your own. You talked about another person a while ago who said you was trying to work with something. They messed it all up. What's your sign again, brother?
I'm a Cancer.
You were Cancer. Okay, Cancer. The moon, moody, changeable. You're going to have to find some grounding. All right. And most Cancers got to pull on Capricorn, meaning that your opposite sign, when you feeling unbalanced, Cancers need to pull on Capricorn energy. Now, Capricorn has to be self-sustaining and provide itself its own security. Okay. Capricorn evolves stability, accountability, responsibility. When Cancers are feeling unstable, because Cancer is water and very psychic and very emotional, but Cancers need grounding, and above all, Cancers need discipline. Okay? So when you find that balance, you'll be able to provide structure for yourself and be able to build, as opposed to being a victim to whatever someone else is doing that's not acclimated to who and what you are. Okay, baby. You're going to have to find some grounding, some discipline, and some structure, and not put the responsibility on other people, but you're going to have to be totally responsible and totally secure and create your own way. Cancer's always got to pull on Capricorn to find the balance in itself.
But the thing is, oh my God, I don't even know, Mama. I don't even know, because sometimes it's just like, you know, when you've tried so much to show or like to stay balanced, and for no reasons, and you keep pouring into the wrong energy or the wrong sources, right? Like you said, and that's constantly keep causing you to unbalance. You understand? So like for instance, right? Like I want to be a professional soccer player, you understand? So everything that I have, I invest into that. You understand? But it's never a time where I have that as a reality. And then when I don't have that as a reality, I'm on to the next one. I'm always trying to make a means or two for me and my family. But it's just like I don't know what kind of energy it is that's just surrounding Cancer, that's just attracting a whole lot of negative to my cycle, my bubble of life. And it's not like
a test. You being tested. See, the thing with Cancer too is you are tenacious, and sometimes that claw, you holding on to things that you don't need to be holding on to. And then when you don't learn from your mistakes, then another character will come along and be the same person you just released to test to see if you're going to grab onto them again. And it happens over and over again because you haven't learned the lesson or learn how to read the energy. Okay, you're not. When people show you or tell you who they are, you got to trust your intuition and say, nah, I know this happened before. I'm not doing this again. Or else you're just going to be circling around and around dealing with the same individuals in a different outfit. You haven't learned your lesson on what you attracting. Now, you want to play soccer, things like that, you want to be professional with that, then that should be the priority, right? As well as remember, Capricorn has to be responsible and accountable and has to use discipline. So that needs to be in the forefront if that's what you want to do. You shouldn't be allowing anyone to come in and disturb that. If they're not enhancing that or helping you or assisting you on that path, then you should have no room in your life for them. And that's not being cold or hard or wrong. It's just you are on a mission. And if you don't have people assisting you on your mission, then they're not the right people for you. So your priorities, if that's what it is that you want to do and you're good at it and you're gifted at it, then you need to be in alignment with that. You need to be in alignment with teams, coaches, working out with other players. You need to be, those are the people that should be in your circle, not all of the other stuff.
Yeah, I totally understand. And I do have a lot of that in my life. It's just like, honestly, I don't even know, Mama. It's just crazy because like, I just feel like in my environment where I stay, right, in Brooklyn Park, like, I don't like to brag about myself or whatsoever, but I'm like the best at what I do. But it's never been a time where every time I've gone out there to present myself as an opportunity, it's just somebody from the back that's gonna stab me in the back. I don't know how, but they just do.
No, well, is this somebody that you with?
Not, for instance, right, there was this time I went to Georgia, right? I bought my ticket, and this Liberian agent told me that he could help me to go. When I went there, and then it's like I try out and everything, but it's just boom, a whole bunch of chaos just came in out of the blue, and it just blew the whole thing off. And then when I came back, I was just in Malta like a couple months ago, and there again, I never even understand what was going on because I had an opportunity like this close where somebody was willing to give me $500 to stay and do what I love. But then another brother that invited me to his table to have a conversation, he went and just smashed the whole thing in my face. And then I came back to this, and it's just a whole bunch of chaos now. And it's like, how do I get it together?
Yeah, you're going to have to learn how to make different decisions. If you had an opportunity that was presented to you, why did you go sit at somebody else's table?
No, I wasn't technically sitting at his table. I was just trying to show him that I have my own table, which is like, I know who I am in life. I know my callings, like regardless of the soccer or not, right? Regardless of that.
Hold on, baby. My question is this. You had an offer. Why didn't you take it? Instead of going dealing with someone else that wound up sabotaging you.
I choose to listen to the wrong crowd. That's what I did.
Say that again?
I choose to listen to the wrong crowd, and that's me taking full responsibility of my actions.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to get to with you, because I already sensed you out. Look here, baby. You're going to have to take responsibility for the stuff you do, right? You need to stop teeter-tottering on the fence. If somebody make you an offer, you need to go ahead and take it if it's right. You don't need to be going back with this one and going back over here, that one. And when it blow up, you wondering why people messing with you. It's you. You the problem. It ain't everybody else. It's you, baby. You're going to have to get your priorities in order and stop blowing opportunities. And when they blow, you blaming it on somebody else. Because you had no business going dealing with nobody else. If he gave you something, you was on your way. You did that. These are your lessons you're going to have to learn. And it's going to keep happening to you until you do.
I guess I gotta learn to love myself first than anybody
You got
else.
absolute positively. Yes, sir. You're going to have to put yourself first. Love yourself. Well, it depends. Well, no, you always got a self-preservation, honey. You always got to put your priority. You need to go home, wherever that is, and write down what's most important to you. And then walk in alignment with that. And now you got your list. If somebody coming around, if they not checking off these boxes, you don't need to be entertaining that. Because this is why you mess up. You going sideways. That's Cancer, though. Cancer be going left and right. You see how the crab move? Sideways. And then it lunge straight ahead when it finds out what it wants to do. If you really know what you want to do, and it's a passion of yours, next time somebody open up the door for you, don't be going, say, hold on, let me come right back and go over here and deal with this fool over here. And 9 times out of 10, if you are gifted, you probably shrouded with jealousy around you, right? And you're going to have to recognize that, because a lot of that is ego, right? Yours too, ego. But I already knew it was you. Boy, you're going to have to get yourself together and get your life in order and use some discipline and find some decorum and be a little discernment and discrimination with people that surround you. And if they're in alignment with what you want, that's your ancestors, universe, whatever you want to call it, saying, baby, go this way. Go this way. But if you be like, oh, wait a minute, let me go check over here first, they're going to slam that door in your face. Each and every time. So, I hope this could be a little lesson for you now. Take a little responsibility. When the door open in alignment for what you want, walk through it, because it won't always stay open.
Yeah.
All right, now. We're going to let you go ahead.
Okay.
And you think about that. Because I know Cancer energy, and I know Cancer males too. I know y'all. All right, baby. Well, you go ahead and have a good night and think about what I said and write some things down and start walking in the direction on where that is. And if people are not supporting that, then you're gonna find yourself being sabotaged.
That's true.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right now.
All right, Mom.
Talk to you later, okay?
All right, take care. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Who was on the line with me earlier when I said when the sister get like this? Who was on the line earlier when I was talking about it? When sister be like, you know it, honey. You see what I'm talking about? What you say, Lee? Well, you know, Mama got tough love. This how I was with my children too. My daughter, my stepchildren. I'm a tough love mama, honey. I'm like, wait a minute now. And they sit there and tell me the whole story. You know how the kids gonna run around in the circle with the story. Because I know I was there. I did the shit too. I did some stuff, had opportunity presented to me, and you know what it is fear. Or you bird in the hand, be 2 in the bush. You get the bird in your hand, you see another bird up there, you know how it is. You trying to grasp for something instead of looking at what you got right in your hand. And you going up there trying to grab that, and you gonna lose whatever you had in your hand. Now you living with regrets. Mad at that person that you were messing with instead of mad at yourself. I know, I was there blaming, I was your fault if I didn't do this and that. As I sat back and reflected over that, I was like, I had no business telling you in the first place. That's my ass. I had to learn lessons. I used to run my mouth, tell everybody everything. Not realizing that everybody don't have your best interest. I be catching myself now. I be talking to some people, this and that and the other, and I be like, midway. And I got to figure out, how am I going to switch this subject? Because they listen, also you can you can feel their ears going like that. You can feel them ears come to the front. They be getting a dead silent on the phone. And I get this eerie feeling. Cancerians, trust your feeling, trust that vibe. Because you be going off somewhere, and all of a sudden that vibe come on you, and that's your spirit saying, don't do it. Because I'd be like, oh, let me tell you something, this and that and the other, this and that and the other. Hold on a second. Put them on mute, and I'd be like, okay, I ain't gonna make this same mistake. Okay. Get back on the phone, talk about something totally different. And they be like, what you was saying about such and such? That's when I know them ears, them. What you was saying about something? No, there wasn't nothing. Don't worry about it. Never mind. Shit, I was switching gear on you real quick, because you got to learn. Everybody don't have your best interest at heart. Everybody don't. You know what I'm talking about? I'm serious about that shit. We gotta be careful. Now I know I get on this platform, I'm taking on here, and I talk some philosophical things, spiritual things, like, cause blanket wise, we really need to break ourselves free. But when it come down to certain things, baby, I ain't telling everybody every goddamn thing up in here. I ain't telling everybody shit. I ain't disclosing a whole lot of nothing on this show. I don't know who all you people is. I know how to be entertaining and talk some stuff and slip some fun in there, make things happy and fun. But at the end of the day, there's certain things. Bible quote: never cast your pearls before swine. That was a lesson, a serious lesson. I had to learn. And once I figured it out, everybody a bunch of pigs to me. Everybody, what you call a bunch of pigs? Is it a flock of pigs? I don't know what they call them. But everybody is a group of pigs to me. Not everybody. But you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Never cast your pearls before swine. And they're not going to be hard to figure out who the swine is. They're not going to be hard to figure out. There's a lesson I'm still learning, boy. Because you want to give people the benefit of the doubt. And you really think everybody got a heart like you. Not everybody. Some people are just dark, jealous, spiteful, angry. Because they're carrying shit over from a past life that they haven't healed from. I told you, if you was on this from the beginning, everybody on the planet was always on the planet. I really do think everybody on the planet was always on the planet. And we carrying over a whole bunch of shit from past lives. Whole bunch of shit. And I think each opportunity gives you a chance to heal yourself. Or else you're going to just keep coming back here on this karmic cycle. You're going to keep coming back here until you learn your lesson and you graduate and you elevate up out this shit. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, son, Mac? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Whew! That's why I stay by myself half the time. Because it's so much. Not a lot of people are working on themselves. And you really got to get to yourself, by yourself, to work on yourself. Because you don't even really know yourself. You don't really know yourself till you spend at least 5 years alone. Minimum. 5 years. All to yourself. Because you never really been alone. Especially if you a serial dater. Out one relationship in the next one. You can't be by yourself. Lonely. Think something wrong with you because you ain't got no boyfriend or no girlfriend. Your spirit is probably telling you you need to be alone and fix yourself. Heal yourself. Deal with your shit. We all got shit to deal with. All of us. Nobody is shitless up in here. Everybody got some shit to deal with. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. We all got a toilet to clean. Get your brushes ready. We all got a toilet to clean. We all go in that bathroom, use it the same way. And some of us are full of it. Constipated. Backed up. Could be carrying luggage from past lives. All up in you. I know I have. I mean, whew. You got to release that thing. I know I have. And just, you carrying the energy. You don't know why you carrying it. You don't understand where it is, what it's coming from, what you doing, all these whys. We are not going in to unpack our whys. You got to, y'all. Instead of just always talking about other people and other people's shit. It's probably why the few percent is got us all corralled up. Because they be like, these fools will never figure out who they are. They're going to be easy to control. All we got to do is make a movie. They're going to be easy to corral. We just dose-it-doing everybody around here. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You know what I'm talking about? We straight up cattle ladybug. Straight up. Going straight to the slaughterhouse. That cattle, the herd of cattle just going walking all straight to the slaughterhouse. And I'm just wondering, why ain't nobody looking like, ain't nobody coming out this thing alive. We coming in one way and we come out in styrofoam packages with some plastic wrap around us. Nobody stops and say, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's not go in there. Ooh, lightning just flashed. I guess I'm saying something. Let's not go in there. Come out in plastic packages. You know. Look at them slaughterhouses. Them cars go in there. How they come out? Wrapped up in them. T-bones, chuck steaks, ground round. I'm just saying. Not on our plate for real though, Cosmic. I know that's like put slime. I mean, you know what? But that's what they doing to us. That's what they doing to us though. I am God Frequency in the building. There go my girl. Hey boo. How you doing, honey? That's my girl. Y'all better go follow her. That's my girl right there. That's one of my few friends on TikTok. That's my friend. I'm God Frequency. She putting in some work. That's what I'm talking about. Putting in the work. Fearless about the shit too. Unapologetic. Goddamn. That's how we roll. That's how we roll around here. That's how we roll. Hey, boo. That's my friend. Make sure y'all follow. Y'all want some real high-powered mind, DNA correction, altering, vibration, clearing out energy, You got to get on her lives when she popping them tones on you, though. Whew. That's probably why I'm just totally open right now. My downloads is just fluttering in. I just had 2 sessions. Back to back. One at night, one in the morning. And since then, I've been hitting the ground running. All kind of stuff coming through. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Are you voodoo, mama? What do you mean, am I voodoo? Wobble, who says, how the hell you say? Define that for me. Define what you mean by, am I voodoo, mama? Clarify that for me. Explain, expound on what you mean by, am I voodoo, mama? Look at Sean Mac. Sean Mac said, ow. Look at Sean Mac in the building. Now, I am a daughter of the great cosmic mother, aka I'm a Sybil. I'm a Sybil woman, honey, in the bloodline. Come through, channeler, oracle, astrologer. That's what I am. But if you mess with me in the astro realm, I do know how to defend myself. And we gonna leave it at that. Never cast your pearls before swine. No, time out. Why you want to know my blood type? Damn, you the Fed? Feds is in here, y'all. The Feds. You the Fed? Just said it all. Wow. You do know we on the internet. Ops. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just playing with you. I'm having fun with y'all. Y'all know how I do. Look, you know I said, Shot Bliss, MahMah Tea, one and the same. We gonna come out. I'm already suspicious about half the world anyway. Moon and Scorpio. You answering some personal ass questions on this live, baby. How long have you been on your healing journey, honey? Since I rolled out the womb, baby. No. I started my healing journey in 1998. 1998, I started my healing journey. Healing journey is a lifetime, baby. That shit, you just don't do it for a year. I'm here. It's a lifetime. 1998. Yes. When I started tapping in for real, for real. Indeed. How long have you been on your healing journey, baby? About a whole 10 minutes. 13 star, 13 zodiac month. Yeah, I'm about to get into this thing a little bit. I told you this is how I started the whole live. I'm really about to tap into astrology on a whole new frequency. Like, still in the beta testing phases. Still trying to figure out how to incorporate that 13. I don't know enough about Ophiuchus to understand the properties of it, to really go in depth of it. But I'm going to be doing other things. But I do, when I first saw the image of, I think it's Ophiuchus. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Ooh, the lightning is just getting busy. When I saw that man, the image is a man holding a snake. And the first thing that came to my mind was Hydra, right? That's Hydra, right? So I want to start getting into more of the mythology behind it, because this is how you unravel the meaning behind the constellations, by understanding the story of the mythology. And then learning the properties of it, because what planet is that constellation governed by? Like, I need to know that. Is it a planet? Because every planet besides the sun and the moon influences two signs, a masculine and a feminine sign, right? Every planet in our solar system governs or influences a masculine and a feminine sign. There's 6 masculine and 6 feminine. Okay? So that 13 gotta be something special. I think the 13 gotta be the 1, right? So you can look at it as the 1 and the 3. Like, because every planet resonates with a number. Like, there's so much to do with this. So I'm going to have to play with it and really hone in on it and what it means. Because some people do their own delineation with it, but I want to know what it means. Like, what is the characteristics? What are the properties? What planetary energies influence it? You see what I'm saying? I want to go in like that with it. Turtle shells are a calendar. Absolutely. Sun and moon is always in a system which gives birth. That's why only a woman can give birth. Oh. What'd you say? Sun and moon is always in. Interesting. 13th sign. It's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because, like, I need more information because that sign has been hidden or removed, right, from the constellation. It's like, why you take that away? And some astrologers don't want to touch it. Fuck that. I want to touch it. I want to come on, come on in here. Tell me who you is, what you about, what. Because it could be the missing link. Could be the missing link. It is the Big Dipper. Well, what is it scooping up? What does the Big Dipper do? It's a big spoon up there. What you scooping up? Everything got to have a purpose and meaning. Well, what's it about? And what are the stars that are in it creating the shape? Like, what's the story there? Who's sipping from the dip? You know what I'm talking about? You know what? People say that. I've always seen the moon in the daytime. Like, that's not new to me. People be like, oh, I've never seen that before. I'm like, I remember seeing that as a teenager. I remember seeing the sun and the moon out together during the daytime as a teenager. So, I don't know. I've always seen that. You know what I'm talking about? The moon is yes, the name was sin, absolutely. Astrologers practice a geocentric art while believe we revolve around the sun. You know what? I seen this video a couple years ago and it really stuck with me, whereas the sun is moving, right? Let's see, how can I do it? The sun is moving while the planets are spinning around it. Like, they got us thinking that the sun is situated and we're going like this. Whereas I saw a video where the sun was actually moving and the planets were going around it. And then the sun created this tail. It looked like a DNA strand. It was fascinating. Whoever put this thing together. And I was like, that looks more like it. It kind of reminded me of the Caduceus. Like, you see in the Caduceus, but without the wings though. Like the pole and there's a head. Like, this is the sun, right? So they're only showing this part of the sun like this. But it was more like this. And everything was spinning around it while it was moving. And I was like, that makes a lot more sense to me. Well, you know what, y'all? I think I'm going to wrap this thing on up. It's 12:12. You know I like to wrap it up on a 12:12. That's a perfect time. I just looked at the clock over here where I'm at. It's 12:12. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all. I will be uploading this live on YouTube so you can catch it there. So once again, peace, love, light. Y'all be good. Stay walking your divine purpose. Try not to let anyone deter you from your path. Do not walk in fear. Remove the fear from your heart and your mind. You'll be a lot freer once you realize that the worst they can do is return you to source. And you're here on a mission. And just walk in your power, y'all. That's right. Just walk in your power. And always, always walk in love. Even if it's tough love. And with that being said, I love y'all. Peace out, MahMah Tea. Y'all be good. Peace, y'all.
This is the Egyptian dream herb that can open your mind. This is the blue lotus flower. When taken, you'll be hit with instant effects of euphoria. You'll feel happier, sedated, and relaxed. It offers feelings of spirituality and has the potential to open your third eye. It's an ancestral flower that the Mayans used to take their parties to the next level. You have to try this.
Blue Lotus Wellness Blend, along with Sacred Roots Blend, available now at sacredtea.net.